Hello and welcome to SirSmuggler's Let's Play, episode 26. I'm gonna start off with a quick update on my bees here before I continue on to something else. I rearranged the piping a bit with my analyzer here, so that it now can handle any overflow situation. So bees that cannot fit in here will be ejected out of the pipe and sucked into this obsidian pipe and routed right back to the beginning of the system again. And it seems to be working really well. I've also been doing a lot of breeding and getting some of the more interesting traits into all my species, like fast worker and at least normal life, and most importantly, let's see if this one's got yes, the fertility ×4. And if you really want to breed bees and try to get new traits into different species, the fertility is a good way to start, to get that one up to 4 or 3 at least, because that makes it so much easier to get everything else done. You know, the more drones you produce, the higher the probability that at least one of them has the combinations that you are trying to get. And what else? Yes, I got some oystery. I don't know how to pronounce that really, but you can see the name down there. And I'm going to try and get a pure breed of that line. The problem with these guys is that they have the creeper effect. So that basically means they explode like a creeper if you get anywhere near the apiary when they're working. So I'm not going to breed this guy in, well, anywhere near this system here. So I'm going to take an apiary and set it up somewhere way away from anything that I've constructed, and just leave it to work till it's good and dead, and then see what kind of offspring we get. Hopefully we can breed away that trait and get something a little more interesting, or at least something that is like this one, has the oystery gene but none of the creepers. So I'm gonna mate those two and see what we can get. I have a few purebred oystery drones here, but they have double creepers, so I don't want to breed on those if I can avoid it. And let's see, what else do I have planned? Well, I want to set up a transportation system using Railcraft, because as I have bred some of the fast worker genes into most of my strains now, I'm really starting to get a lot of resources produced here. So I want to set up a chest basically where I can dump in stuff that I want transported to my main base, and like right here probably, and then that's going to be pumped out via pipes and go outside and into some kind of rail loading system. And then I want basically just a storage cart that can take it back to my main base using the railway that I've already built. And I want to use Railcraft signaling system, and try to set something up so that I can so that I don't risk carts colliding if I want to travel between these two bases myself, and a storage cart is on the track as well. That might be a later update though, because, well, might take a while to set that up, and I want to build the basic transport system first. So anyway, what did I have here anyway? So this one likes normal climate, normal humidity, so I cannot set it up in the desert or the jungle. So I'm just gonna bring this back to my main base and find a good place somewhere around there. So I'll be right back. As we're approaching my base here, you can see that I have constructed yet another little building here, and that's where I'm going to store all my bee products. So I'm going to have some a switch rail here and some kind of detector to distinguish between a storage cart and other carts, so that the storage cart can automatically be routed onto this track and unloaded, and have some kind of sorting system down here, of course, using logistics pipes, just as you've seen in the main storage area. And perhaps some basic auto crafting system for some bee products. Like you can combine propolis and pollen to make slime balls. That might be interesting. Because I'm gonna use, gonna need some slime balls for the signaling system for railcraft, if I remember correctly. So let's see. I'm gonna set up the apiary for my creepy creeper bee. Somewhere they should be sufficiently far away from where I am gonna be. So let's put that down and get that one in, and let's get prepared to just run. I'm not entirely sure how far away the effects can reach, but it's not so far, I think. I mean, I've had the poisonous jungle bees, and if I remember from those, you had to be kind of close, so shouldn't be a problem as long as I stay away from it. And those nifty little bee effects are great, because that means I can tell if they are working or not from a distance. So once they stop flying out from the hive, I know it's safe to approach. So let's get on with today's build, and also yeah, I'm gonna do something about this. I turned off those supplier pipes that supplied coal into my coke ovens, because, well, this chest is almost full and I didn't want to waste anything. So what I want to do is set up gates to automatically deactivate the pipes once there's no more room in this chest. So I think I'm going to start with that, actually. That might be a good idea. So I'm going to get some iron gates and pipe wire, and I'll be right back. So I got my gates and stuff, and let's see if we can get this done in an efficient manner. Let's start with the gate here, and some wire, of course. And how does this look, actually? I don't really remember how I routed the pipes here, so I'm gonna have to go down this way, I guess. Let's hope I have enough wire with me. You can actually set up the conditions for this one. So if inventory is full, send the red pipe signal. So that one should not be active now, because we have... I just want to test if I do like that. Does that mean, yeah, then its signal is full. So if there's no more empty slots, basically is what it means, not necessarily that every slot is full. But that's fine, that gives you a little bit of margin, because there might be more items coming from the ovens once the signal gets sent, so that should be fine. So I'm lagging a bit here, I don't really know why, but oh well, let's hope it's manageable. So what way do I want to go from here? I think this is the route I want to follow. My axe is almost done for. I guess I was wrong. I want to go in here. Yeah. And I'm gonna go sleep and I'll be right back. And I want to have my wire come up this pipe here, so I should be able to find that intersection right in here. Yep. So let's just continue the wiring here. And let's get out of this hole. And need to get on top of this thing. Wire, wire. Let's see if I can jump, even though I am a white man. And gates. Yeah, that was a joke, a bad one, I know. Anyway, if you have a pipe signal, disable pipe. That's what we want. And you as well, if you get the red pipe signal, disable pipe. Now I haven't tested this, but I'm guessing it should work. So if I now take my wrench and say keep toe code, should be enough. We're gonna see some coal coming up here, yeah. And this guy starts to work again. So once this chest is full, we're gonna have the red pipe signal, and these gates are gonna disable the supplier pipes, so no more coal will be routed into these ovens until stuff is taken out of that chest, of course. At least that's what I hope is going to happen. So let's just clean up this mess. So, yeah, it looks pretty good, I think. Remains to be seen if it works properly. but I guess we could try it by doing this. So now we get the right pipe signal, and if I then remove the coal from here, it shouldn't be refilled. And I could wait all day here and really not be sure if it works, but I guess we should have seen coal coming in by now if it was not working as I wanted it to be. So let's just go like that, and we should now get that coal running again. Come on now, there you go. Nice, so it is working. Excellent, I'm just gonna throw that in there so I don't need to carry around some stuff I don't need. Let's see how my dangerous bees are doing. Yeah, I still see some bees flying around, so I'm not gonna approach it. So let's get started with the sorting system for the bee house or bee storage area. And it's the same design pattern as all the other houses here, so it fits in. I really like the desert with these brick houses. I think it looks really nice. And this elevated rail here on these wooden posts. It's a really nice color scheme. Well, in my opinion anyway. So let's see, we want to get a bunch of chests in here, of course, and piping underground to connect up to the rest of the logistics system. And of course I'm gonna fix the roof, but I want to see, I'm not sure how I wanna, I thought I had a ladder on here. The other side then, yeah. Yes, my carts are gonna come in somewhere around here, and there's gonna be an unloader and stuff, so I'm not sure how I wanna arrange things up here, so I'm gonna leave it open until I got everything ready. So I'm just gonna fix up some chests and pipes and stuff, and I'll be back. It looks like my creepy bees are done here, so let's just hope I'm right. Otherwise you might be in for a... yeah. So... oh, full inventory. Let's see if I got anything interesting out of that. We got an Austrian princess. Imperial, but the effects, the creeper effect is gone. That's nice, very nice. And well, and what do we have here? Also no creeper effect. This one still got creepers, so we don't want to use that one. But these two I suppose would be nice. There's they're both hybrids between Imperial and Austrian, and the princess only got 2 fertility, so what's this one for fertility? So I'm probably gonna lose the 4 fertility trait, but that's okay, I can breed that in later. The important thing now is to try and get a purebred Austrian without the creeper effect, so that I can handle it somewhat safely. Since I do have a few more things I want to build here, I'm going to let this one work here. Otherwise I could just take it back to my bee station, because let's see again, just to make sure. No creeper effect there, and if I mate it with this drone, no creeper effect. Yeah, we are basically already done with the creeper effect. That one is gone. But I'm going to let him work right here anyway. And back to my building. I'm actually producing all the logistics pipes and modules that I need, so that is taking a while, let's just say. And every once in a while I like to get this guy started again. Come on now. I'm using a lot of gates here because well, you need that for oh, I always confuse royal jelly from the bees with gold nuggets, and now that I look at them side by side, I say that's no wonder. It uses the exact same image really, so. Anyway, I got some chests in here. I'm thinking I'm gonna store beeswax and refractory wax in this guy. And this refractory wax is from some of the more hellish bees. The ones you can get by breeding in the nether. And I think I showed you before that you can make wax capsules from beeswax that you can store liquids in. And you can make capsules out of this refractory wax as well, and the difference between that and the normal capsules is that you can store lava in those guys and not in the standard wax capsules. And then we're gonna have propolis and pollen in here, and I guess, yeah, silk wisp and phosphor. This is also from the infernal bees. If you put phosphor and sand in a squeezer, you get lava, so that might be a good way to dispose of some sand later on. And I suppose we can dump in some royal jelly in this chest. Or perhaps in here, because we're not going to have huge amounts of these. Well, that doesn't matter. So I'm going to put up some signs and stuff, and I'll be back when I got all the pipes ready. So I think I have everything I need now to connect up this, these chests. And I just put up dummy signs here for now. I'm not quite sure how I want to sort this stuff, but I'll get to that later. For now I just want to get up to the logistics network to make sure we got everything running. So I got my chassis Mark II pipes, and I'm going to install polymorphic item sync and provider module in all of them. And as with the other sorting stuff, I'm going to put it at leave one item per stack. So I'm going to do the same here for all these chests, and I'll be back. So I got all these chassis pipes set up now, and I dug this little road back here so I can connect it up to the main logistics network. Let's just do this. I suppose I could change now. want to do it like this. So we're going to have to knock that off and replace it with a basic logistics pipe. And just route it like so. There. That should be fine. And so I can tidy up this place. Like so. And let's see, did I specify? I got my wax and propolis pollen and some other stuff. So if I go get all that from, I got some stored in my house back here. So I'll go get that and try and dump it into the quicksort chest and we'll see how it works. So I got some, I didn't get all because my inventory was full, but if I just start dumping this stuff in, it should all be taken care of. And hopefully it is going to land in here. Yep. Nice. And I didn't have much there yet. So yeah, that's working. So I'm gonna have an item unloader somewhere up in the roof here where the carts can come in and unload, and that's gonna unload it into the logistics network and it will be sorted into the appropriate chests. So that's how this will work. And what else? Well, of course there's the whole rail thingy to set up with the switch track and detectors to determine which way to send carts and that stuff. A bit complicated, but I think I'll manage. But I'm thinking this will be a good wrapping up point for this episode. So I'll continue with the rail in my next episode, and also we'll see what my oyster bees will produce. So hopefully I'll see you next episode. Until then, bye bye!